What's up, everybody? Coach Mouse here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we gotta give you the tips to rank up before Act 2, before it's too late. We have a little bit over a week until the patch. So if you really want to surpass your limits, then we got to jump into this video right away. But go to the GameLeap website for some brand new mechanical courses we just whipped up. So if you want to click every head, go check it out right now. But let's jump into the video. Now, the new patch is going to be hitting on the 7th, and that is going to be the cutoff to get that rank that you so desire. So it's just around the corner, but it also gives us a good 9 days to get any goal accomplished. If there's any rank goal that you are close to, you want to accomplish, it's just out of reach, you can do these specific things to get it before it's too late. So let's talk about what makes the end of season unique and what do you actually need to do if you want to get that coveted rank up. The big thing that you need to understand is that there's a giant amount of end of act throwers. Unfortunately, for everyone who has already accomplished their goal, many times they will still play Valorant and they'll hop on ults and they will basically just freaking not give a damn about your game. It is incredibly frustrating, but you're going to be running into people that are more likely to throw, people that are tilted just generally, or people, especially on weekends, that just are drunk or just don't give a single fuck. Now, here's the way that you could avoid all these people. The best thing is to play during the daytime hours when a lot of kids have to actually go to school, but the majority of you might actually be in school yourself, so that's not a feasible option. One of the best things that you could do outside of that, outside of playing in those peak hours, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on a weekday, is trying to set up a specific duo or trio. This is absolutely a great thing to do here because you can control those variables. You're going to have a lot less random freaking teammates. And honestly, while yes, the games might be a little bit more difficult because you're more likely to go up against a duo or a trio yourself, at least it's going to be a lot less random. You're going to have a lot less people just throwing on your team, and it's just going to be a better experience altogether. So that's something that I would highly suggest. And here's what I would not suggest. What I would not suggest is playing freaking late at night on Friday or Saturday. This is the worst time possible. Past that 9 p.m., you're going to run into people that just don't give a single damn about your rank. They're probably going to be just throwing. It's going to be awful. Now, for the next tip I wanted to give you before it's too late is I think this is a good opportunity for you to put improvement aside and do what works. Now, you might be asking, okay, what the hell do I mean by that? Well, here's the thing. A lot of times when you are trying to improve, limit testing is an amazing way to do so. You're really pushing your limits. You're doing things that are on the border of feeding almost. You're kind of lurking very aggressively, taking duels hyper aggressively, just trying to figure out what you can get away with and why, and you're really trying to push your skill set to the next level. But now that you're towards the end and you're really trying to just get those dubs, limit testing can be put on hold until the next act, until you want to push your skill set again, and you're basically trying to just apply all the things that you learned during limit testing. How aggressive can you be? Play towards that level. Play as clean as you possibly can. Whatever works, whatever's consistent, whatever's gonna get you guaranteed value, do that in this time frame. You just learned all these things during the season, trying to push your limits, but now you need to actually just kind of, nail the test, right? This is the time when you're trying to get as many wins as possible, because then you're gonna put that into your act rank, and then next act, we can go right back to limit testing, and I'm gonna make another video follow-up about that to give you everything you need to dominate in the new act, but that's gonna be in a later video, so smash the like and subscribe. Now, the next big tip that I definitely gotta give you is quality over quantity. And this is so important because a lot of times when people are really close, let's say that you're in gold 3 and you really want plat. You think that you need to play as many games as possible, right? It's almost towards the end. You really want that rank up, so you're just hitting the grind non-stop. You get done with an activity, you go start playing comp, and you just do that over and over and over again. But the problem is you're playing a lot of really trash games where you're not fully locked into Valorant. I would highly suggest making sure to put in the most amount of quality games, but don't go overboard and just play these subpar games when you're not fully fully warmed up, you're not playing at proper times, you're just kind of jumping right into your computer and going straight into competitive. When you haven't been really thinking about Valorant, you're definitely not warmed at all. It can just be awful. It can honestly be one of the worst things that you can do. And yeah, you could play freaking 40 games, but really only like, I don't know, 30 or even 20 of them were you playing at your best self. So of course you're gonna lose like over half of them. And then instead of ranking up to freaking, you know, plat, you're gonna rank down all the way to freaking iron. And that's gonna be just terrible. But let's talk about the last thing that you should do this act and to rank up before it's too late and to set you up for the next act. And it's reflect over the progress you have made so far this act. What have you done since the start till now? How much have you moved? Have you already moved substantial? You might be operating in waters that are still very outside of your comfort zone because you're used to playing in ranks lower and you've already improved so far and you should be pretty satisfied with that. Or have you not really moved all that much? Sometimes you need to go back to the drawing board and kind of analyze, why have I spent this entire act and not moved around all that much? Is my fundamentals any different? Have I improved mechanically? Am I making different decisions? Or do I keep having these inconsistent games? And what could be the cause of that? Another thing that you could definitely do is start to record some of your videos. Honestly, just playing like 4 games, recording them, and then watching your own games back could just be like a huge wake-up call to a lot of people, being like, why am I still making this mistake? I thought I got rid of this mistake, but I obviously didn't because I see myself doing it over and over again. Amazing thing that you can definitely do. And then this is going to be a great thing that's going to propel you towards the next act. You're going to be able to quickly list all the things that you need to work on. And I think having goals of things to work on at the start of an act is a really good way to hone in and focus and improve at those things, whether they be mechanical or decision making or specific lineups that you missed barely by a couple degrees. Whatever the case may be, there's a ton of things that you can definitely set yourself up on. And of course, the GameLeap website down below is sure to help you with tons of VOD reviews, in-depth guides, and we really dig into the meat of Valorant. So if you want to improve, go check it out. But thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love your faces, and I'll see you next time.